Yep.
We've never been here before, but we were asked by Music Matters to come over and perform for the showcase.
We played last night, so tonight will be our second time performing.
So how was the crowd last night?
It was
Brilliant, yeah. It was interesting. The stage was quite small, but it was good to be able to try and deliver a performance, you know,
and
within that space.
Nobody left, so we think that's a good thing.
Okay. So how did the name Fluorescent Hearts bring from? Is it by who?
Our second single from the album was called Gasoline, but originally the name of the song was Fluorescent Hearts before we'd named the band. This was like 2 years ago, and we decided that the name of the song better suited how we felt we should portray ourselves as a band. So we took on that name and we renamed the song Gasoline.
Okay, so before that your band was kind of nameless in a way?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was nameless, yeah.
So how do you describe your music?
We've been compared to like a vast variety of bands. Older generations think that we sound like U2. More like some people think we sound like You Me at Six and The Killers.
Genre-wise, it tends to be kind of pop rock. It's kind of got the poppy elements, but with the way the guitars and the drums and stuff are, it's got that rocky element to it as well.
We named the album Anthem, so we think we aim for quite anthemic sounding songs, big sounds.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite song to perform and why?
Favourite song?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really hard one.
I'd say right now it's Guide You Home. Guide You Home's our next single. It's brand new and not many people have heard it unless they came to a show recently. But we're really enjoying playing that song because everything that's on our first album we've been playing for 2 years. So it's really fresh for us to play a brand new song, and it's upbeat as well, and it's fun, and it goes down really well live actually.
It's quite a challenge as well. I think we've pushed ourselves. I know me anyway, technically, and performance-wise, it's hard to pull off.
So will you be performing this song during Music Matters?
Yeah,
of course.
Okay.
Every gig, every show. Yeah, every show we do, we'll be playing that song.
So what motivates you to be a performer? Is there any motivation?
I think all of us individually have different reasons why we're playing music. For me, it's the when it comes to like songwriting and stuff, I really enjoy everything that goes into it, the creativity and also the crafting it, you know, like crafting a song to make it perfect, you know, or imperfect. Yeah, but all of us have different reasons why we're in the band.
I mean, collectively we all have a mutual love for just playing music and.
Were your family supportive of you being a performer?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
Do you have any family members who are in a band or performing?
Yeah, Gary's probably got the most musical family.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like my gran used to play the drums.
Wow, that's cool.
And 2 years ago, my granddad's going through loads of old photos. And we stumbled across this photo of this guy. It's in black and white. And it's from the 1930s, right? And it's my great-granddad's brother, and he's standing behind like a very old drum kit. And we only discovered that 2 years ago, and we had no idea that he was in the family playing the drums. And so it's quite weird. But yeah.
So do you have any rituals before you perform?
We kind of exercise a bit. Gary does a lot of stretches and stuff for playing. We just kind of try and chill, you know, like sit down,
relax a wee bit just before we go on stage.
Okay.
Just to
Do you still have butterflies in your stomach when you perform?
Yeah, definitely. So.
How do you get to calm yourself?
I think it's kind of the point now where we kind of get the butterflies just before you go on stage, but as soon as you're on there and that first song starts, it totally goes away, and it's just...
You realise that the nerves are their excitement more than anything. Yeah. It's not in a bad way, like that you can't do the performance. It's more of an adrenaline rush to get on stage and play.
You're nervous beforehand, and I'm usually nervous at the sound check. Like I'm like, oh, is everything going to work properly and that? And as soon as the first chord struck or the first beats, that your nerves turns into adrenaline, and you're like, let's fucking do this.
So if you could collaborate with any singers dead or alive, who would it be?
It's an interesting one actually. It's quite a few because they would all be from different eras, you know.
Some of them would be dead.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain would be one. Well, just now we're doing a cover of a song just now that we play live by the band Savage Garden. They were like quite big in the 90s and stuff. So Darren Hayes would be one for me anyway. I'd like to collaborate with.
Dave Grohl.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Legend.
Okay, so what is the most priceless moment, being a performer, so what is the most unforgettable moment or priceless moment you have ever experienced?
Probably
Sunday.
We played to 6,000 people in Shenzhen. We played at Midday Festival in China.
On Sunday.
So far, anyway, that's been one of the most memorable moments. Just walking out and seeing the crowd. There's a video online actually on YouTube of us playing our first single, Tell Her You Love Her, in front of that crowd, and it was unbelievable.
Just YouTube, Fluorescent Arts, Midday Festival. You'll see it. Yeah.
Okay, so if you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you want to be performing?
We heard Singapore's really nice.
No, I mean like this is the first thing we've kind of left this kind of part of the world and came over here, and like it's been an experience and it's been really really good fun. So like every gig we're doing is something new and it's just something amazing. Something we've always wanted to do anyway was travel the world and play music. So to be able to play in this city or any city that's not home is compelling, you know.
Okay, your single Tell Her You Love Her managed to get into the semi-finals of the 2012 UK Songwriters Competition, right? So if I'm not wrong, it was written by Chris.
Yep.
Right? So can you share with us where you get the inspiration or idea for the song?
Well, to Tell Her You Love Her, it comes from the experience of different relationships, but it takes a different viewpoint from like missing someone. Like most love songs are about just missing someone and maybe having that person leave you, but it takes the point of view of the individual leaving someone else and the guilt and everything that comes with that. And I think not many people, or people assume that the person that leaves someone else is automatically, that they don't feel any of the repercussions of that, but it's kind of the opposite, you know. Like that person can feel just as sad as the other person. So that's what that song's about.
So are you already working on an album now?
I think it's looking that way. We never intended it to work like that. We just wanted to write like more songs and have fun, but we've got like maybe 15, 16 songs that we're working on.
Okay, so when can we expect that from you?
Depending on the demand, then.
So you'll be released online or you'll be having a hard copy?
Both.
That's it. The music industry's changing, and you don't exactly need to bring out an album anymore.
Yeah.
You can bring out a single and another single and another single, and and then bring out an album or.
See, we're at quite a difficult point because we're constantly playing to like new people and new places and stuff who haven't heard the first set of songs, but obviously we've been playing them back home to our own audience for like 2 years now, so it's quite difficult like judging up
new audience and the old audience.
With like
you want them to hear the roots of where you're from as well, you know, like the original stuff.
Yeah.